Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are just about ready, about a couple of minutes away from beginning the Spring-Summer 2015 over 50 hockey season. About to kick off season number 12 for those who want to keep count, numerically. But it should be an exciting one as the Gray Wolves will take on the Green Hornets. Should be an exciting matchup of last year's semifinal matchup. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Angelo Pontello, broadcasting to you live from the Ice Sports Forum in Brandon, Florida. And of course, joining me as my co-partner, Andy Townsend. Andy, it's always good to be back out here for another Sunday of Hockey. Oh yeah, definitely, Angelo. The way these two teams have always been playing, I mean, you look at the way these teams are set up through the draft and the way that things have turned out for their favor, with the keepers. Again, the keepers were the one that were doing the draft. So, I mean, we'll now actually get to see what these teams look like for the first time. So I'm pretty excited as much as you are, Angelo. Also, okay, so quickly we'll get through the Gray Wolves lineup. Of course, some highlight names you'll see from the Gray Wolves. I mean, you got Luda Meza, who's not here today. So, I mean, his presence will be missed. We also got Mark Giacomin, another name that comes out. Giacomin played extraordinarily well with the Yellow Jackets last season. And then, of course, some other names you can look on here. Steve Paganella, Neil Armstrong, Kenny Pullman. Basically, kind of like trying to recreate the Yellow Jacket team from last season on the Gray squad. And, of course, the man responsible for this action, Arnie Strader. Strader's definitely looking for a big game today. It'll also ultimately depend on, how his defenders will hold up, because that's going to be where it's at right there. And for the Green Hornets, Mark Rosengard technically did not pick the team. It was Commissioner John Finney that took the pickings in place for Rosengard. But coming from the Green Hornets, you got a couple of highlight players on their team. You got Omer and Bill Whitlock, Tom Finley, some names that pop out. But to see these guys together, it'll be interesting to see if they can work together. And of course, Angelo, I mean, players like Tom Finley, this is an opportunity for him to step up and become one of the better players, because, this would be a real good opportunity for him this season to play extraordinarily well with Chiquan, and perhaps maybe make an argument case for him to be a 4-star in the future seasons to come. And so with that, this has been our pregame report brought to you by the Power Play Grill, best wings in Tampa, as always, at the Ice Sports Forum. We would definitely encourage you viewers to come check out the Ice Sports Forum to watch some hockey, and then after the game, that's where the players come and fellowship and enjoy some wings and beer. Power Play Grill, best wings in Tampa. We will return for the opening face-off shortly. Don't go away, we'll be right back. This is Over 50 Hockey on the Pontello Broadcasting Network. Welcome back here, folks. Just about ready to begin face-off. It'll be Omer Chiquan taking on Andrew Hyman, and we have officially kicked off Spring-Summer 2015 here. And of course, starting lineups for the Green Hornets, you got at left wing Jim Pernice, center Omer Chiquan, right wing Doug Draper, and you got the defenders back and Bill Whitlock. And my name's not coming to me right now. No, Bill Whitlock and Giro Burge are the defenders. And then for the Gray Wolves starting lineups, you have Andrew Hyman at center, Rick Nader as one of the wings, Paganella, I believe, is a defender. And Giacomin is playing defender as well. And of course, Ira Lussman is the other wing alongside Rick Nader. Nader will fire the shot in on Rosengard, knocks it away. This one's going to come back over to Draper. Draper's going to move this one up quickly. He's going to find Chiquan over the middle into center ice into the Gray Wolves zone. They're going to be acting fast here, looking for Pernice to set up to, just out of his reach. Pernice looks for the setup, covered well by Paganella. This one's going to come back around over to Draper, now taken away by Lussman. Trying to get this one around, Draper knocks it out. Here comes Washburn trying to move it upfield. Finds Gorman on the left side, but this one's going to be deflected off. This one's going to set up over to Washburn. He's got a big opportunity, but it gets knocked away by Paganella. This one now coming back around. Jeff Statfield trying to make a pass in there, but instead it's over to Washburn, and he's going to dump it back in the Gray Wolf end. Really right now what we're seeing is Gray Wolf still trying to warm up, get back into the swing of things, but right now the Green Hornets have just had everything. Here comes Neil Armstrong checking in for the first time. He'll fire the shot, and it will be knocked away by Rosengard. So the Stallion, first chance he gets on the ice, he's going to go all the way, but couldn't quite make the shot on goal. And of course, this is one of the highlights for Neil Armstrong here. That's the kind of player he is. He always gets in there fast and quick as he can. Very hard to stop in terms of the speed. Finley and Armstrong on the faceoff. This one's gonna come back around. Shot taken, this one gets knocked away. Armstrong on the rebound shot, and this one will go in. Tapped in by Mark Berry, and there's our first goal of the season. Thanks to the tenacious effort by Neil Armstrong. And of course, you know, that's something that we've looked at too, you know, in terms of analyzing these teams. You know, that is the kind of player that they need, is just someone who can get at it. This one over to Stadfeld, heading into the Grey Wolf zone. Stadfeld will fire the shot. This one hit off the crossbar or off the left post. It looked like it went on the inside of the net, but just too fast to tell. Barry will knock this one around. Roberge will knock this one back in the Grey Wolf end. Here comes Finley looking to set up in the deep slot. And this one instead will be taken away. Pullman trying to knock this one out. This one's going to come all the way back over to Stadfeld. No correction, that was Whitlock. He's playing at defense. He looks to try to set up to Ivan. Now comes back over to Roberge, and he will clear this one in the Grey Wolf end. Jockman with the puck. He's going to move this one up. Intended for George Butler. Instead, this one's going to go all the way back to Whitlock once more. Finds a pass over to Stadfeld. Trying to make his move into the Grey Wolf zone. Looking to set up. He'll fire the shot. Just left of Schrader. Paganella. Trying to make the move around. Chaquan trying to get in there. This one's off the boards. Now it's back over to Hyman. Looking to set up. Almost intended for Nader. Instead, it's going to be taken away by Washburn now from Gorman. Deflected off of Hyman. Big opportunity here. Hyman from the right side. Will fire the shot. Knocked away by Rosengard. And the net comes off balance in the process. Again, once the Grey Wolves get their momentum down, there's no telling how much damage they can do. And they are on a quest to try to win this game. 9:16 to go in the opening period. 1-0 Grey Wolves thanks to a Mark Berry tap-in. And Chaquan and Hyman will go at it against the face-off. This one coming back around. Pernice now over to Gorman. Finds Draper. Sets up an open pass over to Chaquan, and here he comes over center ice. Will fire the shot. Bounces off of Strader. He's going to fall on this one for the save. And Arnie Strader, there he goes again, trying to get out of the crease area to try to make the save. That could be very dangerous, you know, heading up into other opponents that can take advantage of it. And of course, if there was any other Green Hornet that was up there for the rebound shot, that might have went in for the tie. This one comes back around over to Draper, looking to set up to Chaquan in the deep slot. Gets knocked away. This one's going to come back over to Gorman. Gorman fires the shot, deflected high by Mitch Starr, another rookie for the Grey Wolves. We'll see how he performs. This one comes back knocking around. This one back over to Gorman. Will fire the shot into Hyman. Pullman trying to clear this one out. Shoots it right into Chaquan. Big opportunity here. Will fire the shot, looking to set up, and it goes knocked away. Draper was in the right spot at the right time. I think Chaquan just had a little too much firepower on that shot. Could have been dangerous. Gorman falls, looks to set up to Chaquan in the deep slot. Looks to set back around over to Draper. Draper back to Chaquan. Looking to set around. This one's going to come all the way back to Gorman. And the Green Hornets will have to regroup. Finds Washburn. Here comes Washburn. Big opportunity here. Will try to fire the shot, but instead it's intercepted by Pullman. This one's going to come back around to Gorman. Draper fighting for the puck. This one's going to come back around. Instead, this one's going to be fired. Strader's going to hold this one in. He's going to feed now off to Mitch Starr. Finds Armstrong. Armstrong will take off himself. Looking to get around. Finley will strip it loose from Armstrong. Great tackle there by Finley. You know, that's exactly what you need to do. You just have to play aggressive against Neil Armstrong and you'll have a chance. And here comes Finley himself. Has Ivan to work with into the Grey Wolf zone. Here comes Ivan. Big opportunity here if he can maintain hold on the puck. Will fire. Strader misses. Here comes Finley on the rebound. Takes a shot, knocked away. Third opportunity. Here comes Ivan looking to set back around. This one over to Whitlock. Will fire the shot just right of the net. Green Hornets trying to head up in the deep slot to Ivan. Deflected off of Barry, now off to Roberge. Will fire the shot right into Neil Armstrong. Now it's over to Whitlock, setting over to Ivan. Ivan looking to set up to Finley, and Giacomin comes in the way, looking to try to clear this one out. This one comes back over to Roberge, trying to keep it alive. And this one's going to be a missed opportunity. Armstrong will pick up. Only Whitlock back. Looking for Barry. Here comes Mark Barry. Loses control of the puck, and Rosenkar will poke check this one out. Another big opportunity for the Grey Wolves. Armstrong was there trying to get off to Barry, but Barry lost his footing. Pass now over the middle. It's going to be taken and intercepted by Hyman. And Hyman's on the move. We'll make a nice move around 2 Green Hornet defenders. Hyman looking to finish. Knocked away, and Rosengard's going to fall on it for the save. Once again, the Grey Wolves just showing a lot of offensive momentum, and it's just not capitalizing for them thus far. And of course, one of the other defensemen we have to note in here, Brian Vick, who was a keeper last season for the Red Army. They're going to try to see how well he does this season as a defenseman for the Grey Wolves. Six and a half minutes to go. 1-0 Grey Wolf lead. Chiquan knocks her away, but here comes Mitch Starr taking the shot, deflected by Rosengard, and here comes Whitlock the other way. Whitlock with a lot of room to work with heading into the Grey Wolf zone. We'll come back the other way. Trying to get poke check by Mitch Starr, no setup there, and now Starr looking to come back around the other way, and stopped by Lussman. Trying to get this one cleared up, and instead it's stopped by Roberge, looking for some open options. Looks to set up now over to Draper, now finds Chiquan. Looking to take the shot himself, it gets deflected away, and now comes back around over to Lussman. Back to Chiquan again, big opportunity here. Looking for a man to set up to. Still spinning around, we'll flip this one through, and it lands on the inside of the Grey Wolf bench, not exactly where they were looking for. And these Green Hornets definitely have some system going right now. They just need to look to try to capitalize. I mean, the passing's been extraordinary so far. They just need to take advantage of their chances. Gorman's shot fired, deflected by Starr. Another shot taken, this one coming back around in the deep slot. Puck coming back around over to Pernice, now sets up to Draper. Hyman will strip this one loose. Now to Washburn, we'll put this one back in the Grey Wolf end. Puck now off to Kenny Pullman with a lot of room to work with. Gets this one off the board, stopped by Gorman. We'll move this one up, shoots it right into Pullman again, but then now taken away by Pernice. Pernice looking to take the shot around, doesn't go where they needed to, and here comes Chiquan now. Looking to take the shot himself, looks to set up back over to Draper for a tic-tac-toe, knocked away. Green Hornets will have to regroup, this one comes back over to Gorman. Will fire the shot himself, bouncing puck around, and it's Chiquan who will skate for the puck. Another opportunity here, Green Hornets looking for a rebound opportunity. Chiquan trying to find his shot, looking to set up to Pernice, knocked away. And Hyman looking to get this one knocked out. Here comes Mark Berry struggling to get this one out. Hyman lost control of the stick, or who did? No, Chiquan unstick gets knocked out of his hands after Hyman tried to take the shot. Now it comes back over to Pullman. Pullman with a lot of room to work with. Now looking to make a move around Stadfeld. Lost control of the puck. Now comes back over to Paganella. Paganella with some room, and he's going to be forced to dump it back in the Green Hornet end. Puck now off to Finley. Looks to get the pass off to Stadfeld. He does. Just a little out of his reach. Looking to work around Neil Armstrong, and Armstrong gets away with the puck. Has the opportunity to score here. Knocked away by Rosengard. Giacomin coming in for the Calvary finish. Now from Washburn, here comes Stadfeld the other way, and he's got Ivan to work with. Only one defender back, and that's in Paganella. Missed pass opportunity just past Ivan. This one's going to come back over to Paganella. Now sets up over to Tom Finley. Finley with an opportunity to take the shot, knocked away by Strader. Roberge looking for a set momentum. Armstrong almost had an opportunity to strip it away. Here comes Finley looking to set up. Giacomin knocks it away. Paganella with the puck. Taking a lot of time, looking for some options here. This one comes back around the other way. Intercepted by Paganella, and the Grey Wolves are moving the other way. And now comes up to Neil Armstrong. Both defenders got clustered. And now comes Rick Nader. Shot opportunity, just shot too high. Giacomin evading Stadfeld off the puck. Here comes Finley. Now gets this pass off the boards over to Ivan. Paganella passes this one back. Now gets over to Nader. Sets up to Armstrong. Neil Armstrong with a lot of room, waiting for Nader to come back with the puck. Finley will knock the puck away. This one once again back over to Armstrong. Fires the shot, deflected off of Rosengard. Nader trying to finish, could not. And this one gets back over to Ivan. Now sets up to Finley. Comes all the way back over to Starr. Pass intercepted by Whitlock. He's going to try to move this one up just out of the reach of Tom Finley. And this one's going to slide all the way back in the Grey Wolf zone. Pullman once again on the right side will have a lot of room to work with. Green Hornets changing up their line once more. Makes two moves around Green Hornet players. Coleman looking for the open shot, deflected by Rosengard again. Shot fired once more. This one's going to come back around over the Draper, and he's got Chacon to work with, but instead it's intercepted by Pullman. Nice play there by Kenny Pullman. If he wasn't there to get his stick out of the way, Chacon would have been wide open. And there you go now. Here comes Omar Chacon. He'll skate himself. Only one defender back in Mitch Starr. Look out. Omar Chacon makes a deep move around Starr, looking to finish around Strader, looking to finish, fire shot, and Arnie Strader knocks it away, and he makes the save. Arnie Strader had a close one there. That was a big opportunity for Chacon and the Green Hornets to capitalize, and unfortunately for the Green Hornets, Arnie Strader just came down and made the lights out save. Washburn fires the shot. This one goes in for the tie. Marty Washburn out from point. Makes the shot, capitalizes for the Green Hornets, and just when you thought the Grey Wolves were looking to try to take a little breather, Marty Washburn capitalizes, and we are now at a tied 1-1 contest with 1:58 to go in the first. And again, this is exactly what you might need to do if you're the Green Hornets, you know, capitalize on the let up from the Grey Wolves, because, you know, this Grey Wolf team eventually is going to need to regroup themselves, and at the point of regroup, you just have to take your chance and your opportunities and make the best of them. And that's exactly what Marty Washburn did. Chacon and Armstrong now on the face-off. This one's going to fire back over to Washburn. Looking to set up to Chacon, instead taken away by Armstrong. This is going to bounce around, and Rosengard will field the puck. He'll get the pass from Draper now off to Pernice, and this one gets deflected back over to Washburn. Gets it over the middle to Chacon. This one comes back over to Giacomin. Looking for Armstrong over the middle, just a little too far out, and this one's going to be for an icing call. Yeah, I think some of these players from the Grey Wolves that have been with the Yellow Jackets, they're still trying to do what they did, you know, in terms of the postseason, and that's not working out too well, especially when you have a new system and a new set of players you're going up against. It's a little too hard, and of course Giacomin is past the Armstrong, just a little too far out, and it's now an icing call. Brian Vick trying to get this one knocked out. This one's now over to Whitlock. Fires the shot, looking to set up to Ivan. Almost a good setup there. Now from Roberge, back over to Finley. Looks to set up to Roberge. Missed opportunity and almost had a great chance. Guy Roberge trying to get to the puck, and he knocks Brian Vick out of the way, but unfortunately for them, not exactly what they were looking for. Armstrong looking for the pass. Instead, it's intercepted by Roberge. Now taken away by Giacomin. Gets around Stadfeld into the Green Hornet zone, looking to set up. Now back over to Lussman. Struggling to control the puck. He'll slide the puck around, and no one was there for the finish. Puck now back around over to Finley. Looking to get this one back around to Armstrong. Here comes Stadfeld. Stadfeld now back over to Whitlock. Big opportunity, and Giacomin makes a defensive stop. They were trying to play tic-tac-toe, but of course Giacomin would have none of it, and here comes Nader. Nader trying to make a move around Gorman, could not. Now Paganella fires in the way for the shot. And this one will now be saved by Rosengard with 22.7 seconds. Again, this is exactly what we looked at, Angelo. You know, both teams with big opportunities here. Some capitalized, some not. And now for the Grey Wolves, they have an opportunity to try to retake the lead heading into first intermission. Chip Wonenheimen on the face-off, fires towards Lussman. Puck off to Draper. Finds an open Chacon. Sets it back over to Pernice. Into the Grey Wolf zone. Will take the shot himself, just left, and Strader's going to dive out for the save. Just about 6 seconds remaining in the opening period. About time for maybe the drop of the puck and one shot opportunity for the Green Hornets. Puck slides around Chacon, now back over to Gorman. This one's going to slide all the way back, and that's how the first period's going to end. Game tied 1-1. And how about this so far? Definitely something that we've been seeing, you know. And this has been surprising so far this first period, Angela. I was expecting a complete meltdown from the Green Hornets with the way the team was set up, you know, in terms of the player standing, player-wise. well, talent-wise, if you will, but you know, looking at the way the lines have been played, you know, these two lines, it's just been quite excellent, Angelo. You know, you got WK1 and Doug Draper. You're rehashing the Red Army days for them. You know, Tom Finley is taking a lineup of his own, and he's been doing quite well so far. You know, being in the right positions, trying to manage his line per se. And you know, this Green Hornet machine is actually going to do not as bad as we all think. First intermission, 1-all. Grey Wolves looking to try to retake the lead. Don't go away, we'll be right back. This is Over 50 Hockey on the Pontello Broadcasting Network. Just about ready to begin the second period. Andrew Hyman, Omer Chiquan on the faceoff. Brian Vick checks out. And you got Pullman and Mitch Starr as your defenders for the Grey Wolves. Puck fired back in the Green Hornet end. This one's going to come around to Steve Gorman. Stopped by Lussman. And the puck is going to come back around over the Nader. And now taking it away is Omer Chiquan. He'll move this one up with Draper. It's 2-on-2. Hyman coming back up for the initial perch. Here comes Pernice, fires the shot. And Pernice's shot goes nowhere as Hyman completely took all the power off of that shot. Puck slides around the other way. Nader gets to it one-on-one with Gorman. Gorman gets a piece of the puck, and this one will be taken away. This one's going to come back over towards Chiquan, knocked away by Pullman. Pullman, triple covered by Green Hornets, still trying to make a play happen. He will skate around. Chiquan trying to knock the puck away, and he does. Strips it loose, and he'll take off. Puck fired high, just gets past Mitch Starr. Doug Draper trying to get around Mitch Starr for it, and he does. And Neil Armstrong comes in the way, and he is successful in stripping the puck loose. That could have been real dangerous if Armstrong wasn't there in the right place at the right time. Brian Vick looking for the setup to George Butler. Instead, this one's going to come all the way back. This one off to Gorman. Knocked away by Brian Vick. This one now back over to Giacomin looking for the setup. In the deep slot is Armstrong. Looking to flip this one high. This puck gets batted back. And Pernice will try to get this one cleared out, but it's stopped by Paganella. Looking to make a move around again. This one comes back over to Armstrong. Looks to set up back over to Giacomin. Will fire the shot. Kicked away by Rosengard. And looking to finish was Brian Vick. And there's a pile up, and the Green Hornets take it away. Washburn will get this one cleared out. And there's your icing call. Of course, right there, the Green Hornets were just at the desperate moment, and of course, the Grey Wolves trying to capitalize offensively. They just could not. And the Green Hornets, you know, they came together, and you know, you had three people helping out Rosengard trying to stop the puck. Tom Finley and Neil Armstrong will take the face-off. Puck fired back. This was going to be a firing shot by Paganella, knocked away by Rosengard. And of course, what a shot opportunity that was for Paganella. He lined up for the one-timer. Probably one of the best one-timer shots you will see in a while from Paganella. But unfortunately for them, you know, Rosengard was in the right place at the right time, and he made a phenomenal save. Have to love that. Armstrong will take this one himself. Looking for a shot opportunity. He'll fire this one. It bounces off of Rosengard and in. And there's your 2-1 lead. Rosengard definitely should have had a better opportunity to stop that one. That was a poor stop there by Rosengard, and of course that's what will give the Grey Wolves an opportunity to capitalize. 9:35 to go. Grey Wolves with a 2-1 lead over the Green Hornets. And of course, that really has to suck if you're Mark Rosengard right now when you let a shot like that go in. Of course, that's not one of the greatest feelings, you know, to have. But at the same time, you know, it's now what can you do in a situation like this? You know, you let that one go, and now it's trying to get in that mindset of that was the last one you're going to let up, and you're now just hoping for your team to score a couple of more goals. Whitlock trying to get the pass off to Ivan, but instead it gets knocked back by Mitch Starr. Now from Nader looking to set up to Armstrong again, and it's Tom Finley who knocks this one away. And this one will go all the way back. Looking for Pullman, now sets up over the Nader, looking for Armstrong. And he's got Armstrong again. Stripped loose by Whitlock, but then it slides through. You got to be kidding me. How do you let it that's unbelievable, Andy, what we're seeing right now. Yeah, that's twice now that Rosengård let up an easy goal like that, you know, and to let Neil Armstrong break away like that, you know, that's a really poor job for the Green Hornets defensive unit. They needed to be ready for that. And now it's a 3-1 lead for the Grey Wolves, all because of 2 gaps. Washburn gets this one off to Draper. Big opportunity for the Green Hornets if they can capitalize. But instead it's intercepted by Barry. Taken away by Chiquan. Looks for Draper. Looking to fire the shot, but 2 Grey Wolves players will come in the way. Lusman will get this one cleared out. Here comes back around over to Gorman. Finds Chiquan. Will take off himself. Fires the shot just left of Strader. Draper now finds Chiquan. Sets up over to Pernice, knocked away by Strader. This one now back over to Giacomo. This one will come over to Gorman. Paganella trying to come away with the interception, but instead it gets knocked away. Now back over from Hyman, looking to Paganella. Washburn will take this one now. Gets this one off the boards. Comes over to Giacomo. Finds Paganella. Big opportunity here. Looking for the shot. Stripped loose by Washburn. And it's back over to Pernice. Pass now to Chiquan. Paganella coming up quickly, and Chiquan is forced to knock it away. Here comes Giacomo. Lots of room for the Grey Wolves. Looking for Lusman. Can't handle the pass. And he'll fire it over towards Mark Berry, who also cannot handle the pass. Finley off the boards. We'll get this one cleared out. Will be rescued by Mitch Starr. This one over to Pullman. Misfires the shot. Still trying to figure out where the puck is. And Stadfeld now trying to get to the puck against Mitch Starr. But Starr gets it away. Stopped by Gorman. Starr will pass this one up to George Butler. Instead, this one is knocked away. Puck around to Pullman. We'll slide this one up, finds Rick Nader. Nader into the Green Hornet zone, will fire the shot himself, deflected by Whitlock. Butler. Back over to Pullman, looking for the setup. Bounces off of Roberge, big opportunity here. Now passes it back over to Brian Vick. Shot deflected, Butler trying to keep this one alive. Roberge moving this one up. This one comes back around. And Mitch Starr will get this one cleared out into the Green Hornet end, and this one comes around to Whitlock. Of course, obviously right now we're seeing that there is not a lot of, at this point in time in the game, just the Green Hornets are still doing everything they can to stay alive. There hasn't been an offensive setup so far since the likes of Omar Chiquan being out there on the ice. Puck intercepted by Pullman, could not get it out to Tom Finley in time. And Paganella gets around Roberge, will slip and fall. And that could have gone either way, especially with the positioning of Roberge's stick, but it doesn't look like there will be a penalty called. Yeah, of course, in that situation, Paganella was barely trying to keep his balance up over Guy Roberge. He had the edge and trying to take the shot. You know, Paganella was stumbling as it was just one-on-one against Rosengård. And that was a pretty decent shot for a diving individual, but Rosengård was there for the save. 5:50 now in the second period. Grey Wolves with a comfortable lead. This one now back over to Nader. Fires the shot. This one back over to Hyman. And now Chiquan will take this one himself. We're going to get the pass. Draper's got him. Big opportunity here for Judd Draper. Only Giacomo back as a defender. Here comes Hyman to help out. Draper fires a shot. This one goes in. Doug Draper had Arnie Strader beat on an outside shot, and that is going to cut the deficit to 1 goal now. But of course, I think, you know, in terms of that outside shot, Arnie Strader definitely should have had that shot intact, but it just happened to be a shot where, I guess, you know, he didn't have that time. You know, as a keeper, you're going to have those things happen. Puck back in the Green Hornet zone. This one gets around. Looks to set this one up. Now back over to Hyman. Working off against Washburn. Puck fired back again. Washburn looking for the shot through. Bounces through, and it is in. And that's what you consider a lucky shot. And not very often you see Ara Lussman making those beautiful passes that will set up a player perfectly to tap it in. One of more of Lussman's rare occasions, you know, it just happened to be at the right place at the right time for this team. And that just made it a more comfortable lead for the Grey Wolves again. Puck opportunity, this one gets knocked back by a star. Here comes Mark Berry, who will get this one cleared out. Rosengard this one now off to Washburn, now sets up to Pullman. Spins around Chacon. Getting the pass up to Berry, now back over to Pullman, but Washburn will knock this one back the other way. Star looking for some options. Now finds Strader. Or correction, that was Neil Armstrong who dumps it back in the Grey Wolf end. Chacon trying to get a pass off, and here he goes. Big opportunity here. Will fire the shot himself. Quick shot. Strader lucky that wasn't even in the area. Chacon again looking for the setup over to Draper. Fires the shot. Kicked away by Strader. Chacon again in third opportunity. Here comes around to Draper looking for that open shot. Takes a shot. Bounces off of Strader once more. Berry trying to clear this one out, but stopped by Gorman. To Butler. Finds Armstrong. Shot off of Whitlock. This one coming back in the Green Hornet end. Robert's trying to clear this one out. Shoots it right into Rick Nader. Big opportunity. Deflected off by Whitlock. Bouncing puck again. Nader for the setup. No one there. Here comes back over to Whitlock. Off the boards. Comes around to Pullman. And it looks like an upcoming penalty is coming up. Hyman takes the shot and it's saved by Rosengard. But I think if I saw correctly, referee looks like he might have had something on Stadfeld for the high sticking call. Yep, sure enough, that's what's going to be. Jeff Stadfeld had a high sticking call, and of course it hit Pullman in the face mask.
Really enjoy your videos, man.
And that is going to be our first power play of the game. Grey Wolves now a man up. But of course, not something that they could afford or to give up at the same time. Yeah, and I mean at the same time, if you are the Green Hornets, again, you know, you're down 2 goals. You have to start thinking a little bit smarter in terms of the stick handling, and you know, there's got to be better at the same time. I mean, I know it's Jeff Stadfeld. This is his first season back after taking a season off. But at the same time, you know, having a stick up there in the air and it hits opposing team, is probably not exactly what they were looking for. Hyman and Finley now will take the face off. This one deflected from Nader. Now back over to Giacomo. Fires the shot. Knocked away. Here comes Whitlock. He'll take the puck himself. And he's got lots of room to work with heading into the Grey Wolf zone. Whitlock looking to set up over to Finley. Gets deflected by a Grey Wolf defender. This one comes back to him for a second opportunity. And Whitlock will skate all the way back. Kind of a little questionable on that move. You know, you had the opportunities against him and then you skate all the way back. Yeah, I'm scratching my head too, Angelo. I mean, the Green Hornets had an opportunity to do something, but at the same time, I think, you know, in their defense, I think they were just looking to try to change their line. That's why Whitlock took it all the way back. Puck over to Giacomin, looking to fire the shot. Back over from Paganella to Nader. Deflected by Roberge. Back to Paganella once more. This one now to Hyman. Back to Paganella. Will fire the shot. Deflected right in. And this one goes over to Finley. Batted back to Paganella once more. He still has the puck. And Washburn looks to clear this one out. Back to Paganella. Off to Giacomin. And apparently Paganella must be a puck magnet. And Rosengard diving out for the puck. An opportunity here. Paganella looking to take the shot. Instead, it's intercepted by Roberge. Rosengard was already not facing the net with that opportunity, and Paganella should have just taken it. From Paganella back over to Roberge, fires the shot, hits the post. And how dangerous would have that been if Roberge would have scored? Yeah, of course, that would have been an ultimate burn as well. Paganella trying to get to the puck, but instead stripped away from Chiquan. We'll flip this one around. Gets around Hyman and company, and here comes Omar Chiquan. This is 2-on-1. Only Giacomin back as a defender, looking to Draper to finish. Skates around, looking to set up to Chiquan, and he gets leveled by Ira Lustman in the crease. That's a new defensive scheme we haven't seen in a while. And of course, Chiquan, that would have been his goal had not Lustman got in the way to knock him out of the play. But Ira Lustman has been the man to step it up so far today for this Grey Wolf team, or one of the players. I've been very impressed with the way he's been doing things so far. Not all hockey players could stand with Chiquan the way Lustman did just now. And then plus there was another one in there that I guess we forgot who it was, because we've just... Oh my goodness, Andy. I mean, I'm excited for Ira Lustman. I see him as like another player that's just, you know, hasn't been looked upon as someone that, you know, would be the type of player that can move a team or be a team player contributor. And the way he's been playing so far, with the way he's been moving up the puck, I mean, I'm impressed with his play. And he's only getting better, I think.
That's why I said the
Puck back over to Chiquan. 21 seconds to go in the second period. Green Hornets looking for an opportunity to maybe bring the game down to 1 goal again. Pullman off the boards. Off to Brian Vick. This one back over to Gorman. Green Hornets looking to regroup. This one fires high. This one will go all the way back in the Grey Wolf end, and this is probably how the second period is going to end. So second intermission already, and clearly I think from what we're seeing right now, Green Hornets, Grey Wolves in this game are pretty much matched. But the only reason the score right now is 4-2 is Mark Rosengard had a couple of goalie gaps. I couldn't agree with you anymore, Angelo. That is ultimately what we think anyways is the reason why they are not doing so well, is because simply you have Rosengard, who tried to take the shots off. You know, Neil Armstrong was just in the right place at the right time. You know, he made his moves as normal. Easy shots. I mean, nothing too fancy. There wasn't any fancy way of pulling the stick back. He just took simple shots, and it got past Rosengard, slid past the net. But now in this third period, you know, Green Hornets have their work cut out from them. They're down 2 goals. But the way this team's playing, they're very capable of tying this game up. So this one's not going to be over till the final minute. Second intermission, 4-2 Grey Wolves with a comfortable lead, looking to win their season opener here. Don't go away, we'll be right back. This is Over 50 Hockey on the Pontella Broadcasting Network. Third and final period coming up. And the Grey Wolves apparently forgot to throw a 5th man out there, and here comes George Butler at right wing. Puck fired over now from Whitlock. Finds Stadfeld, taken away by Armstrong. This one's going to come back over to Roberge. This one coming all the way back. Look for the shot set up. Stadfeld trying to get it to the puck. And of course he and Mitch Stark take each other down. Pullman trying to move this one up over to Brian Vick. Deflected from Whitlock back over to George Butler, and now they Neil Armstrong. Here comes Stadfeld one-on-one. Makes a nice move, only the keeper to beat. Stadfeld makes the move around, fires the shot, just misses to the right. That was a big opportunity for Stadfeld to get his team back on the ball. That's going to be a shot they are definitely going to regret. But now the Green Hornets just need to make up another opportunity. Stadfeld fires the second shot. This one gets knocked away. Chopin moves up. Deflected away by Giacomin off the boards. Now looks for Ivan, who dumps it back in the Grey Wolf zone. Giacomin with a lot of room as the Green Hornets look to change their line. Hyman on the right side looking for the setup, and the Green Hornets will have it the other way. Paganella trying to make the pass, deflected off the boards from Chiquan, now over to Finley. Finds Draper. Looking to set up to Chiquan. And it's an offsides call. Chiquan definitely trying to be aggressive, especially when you have the likes of Steve Paganella on you. You have to do everything you can. You know, he's one of more of the tougher players in this league, and to try to get around him, you're gonna have your hands full. Draper will find Finley. Finley fires a shot, this one goes in. Fast fire shot by Tom Finley, just exactly what the Green Hornets needed with 10:01 to go in the game. And we are back down to a 1-goal difference. Puck over to Tom Finley again, looking for opportunity number 2, could tie it. But he'll pass it back over to Chiquan. I think this is probably what the Green Hornets are needing to do right now. They're having Tom Finley and Chiquan on the same line, and that's what's helping them right now. Puck over to Gorman. Gets this one around. Finds Hyman. Off the boards, this one's going to come back over to Washburn. To Pullman. Intercepted by Finley. Big opportunity here. Will fire the shot, deflected by Strader. Finley on a second rebound opportunity, and this one is going to be taken by Hyman. Skating around in the deep slot. And this one's going to come over to Gorman, trying to make the stop, but Whitlock's back there to make a second effort stop. Now off to Chiquan. Puck off to Draper. And he is forced to dump it in the Grey Wolf end as the Green Hornets change their line. Puck back around over to Pullman. We'll move this one up over to Becker. Brian Vick trying to move the puck. This one now back over to Whitlock. Finds Ivan. Deflected off of Armstrong, and now it's Neil Armstrong back the other way, and it's offsides. Armstrong trying to take this one up himself, but I don't think he realized that Brian Vick was looking to try to get back on sides in time. Yeah, there was a miscommunication there. Otherwise, if that would have been on sides, Armstrong would have had another opportunity to try to go in himself and strike. Ivan getting a piece of the puck, looking to get around Paganella. This one coming back over to Giacomin. Giacomin off the boards. This one comes around to Roberge. Back in the Grey Wolf end. It's now Strader. We'll get the puck out to Giacomin. It looked like Ivan tried to throw his body in there to take out Giacomin, but he missed. And now it's a 3-on-2 for the Grey Wolves. Neil Armstrong looking to fire the shot. And this one will miss. Stadfill. Over to Roberge. Back over to Ivan. Puck back over to Paganella. Big opportunity here. We'll make a move around. We'll fire the shot. Deflected off of Rosengard. And Brian Vick looking to come to make another second shot effort. And now it's Pernice looking to get this one around the other way. This one's going to come all the way around to Tom Finley, looking to set up over to Whitlock's got him. But Mitch Stark puts it away. Intercepted by Finley again. And he's got Chiquan and company now. Finley fires the shot, deflected off of Strader. Hyman trying to knock this one out. Now it's back over to Chiquan in the deep slot. Sets off the boards. Mitch Stark trying to clear this one out, but Steve Gorman tried to get a piece of it, but this one's going to go all the way back in the Green Hornet end for the icing call. us now. You see WK1 trying to get back with Tom Finley on the moment where he had three players to pass it off to, but he took the shot himself looking to score against Strader, and now WK1's trying to talk strategy with Finley. This one will go back over to Finley. We'll set this one up to Washburn, but instead Lussman gets a piece of the puck. Looking to set up, firing shot by Draper. This one goes high. Puck now off to Gorman, 6:34 to go. Grey Wolves hanging on to a 4-3 lead at the moment. Puck now from Coleman. This one gets back to Lussman. Firing shot. This one gets past Gorman. This one goes into the Green Hornet end. Now firing over to WK1. Puck goes all the way back to Coleman. Fine timing. Into the Green Hornet zone. Hyman looking to set up to Lussman. And of course, Lussman couldn't get it off to his man, but at the same time, the net offsets. And that'll give both teams a break for now. And for the Grey Wolves right now, I think they're going to be looking to try to change their lineup to try to see if they can get the right people in that they need to. Well, it doesn't look like a change in the lineup, but at least a couple of substitutions. Paganella dumps this one in the Green Hornet end. This one back over to Gorman. Deflected by Hyman. Now looking to set up to Lussman. Back to Hyman in the deep slot. Working off of Washburn. Firing shot, and this one's going to get tapped in for the goal. How is it that if you're the Green Hornets and you're in a position like that, you let something like that go? You know you have to play your hardest out, even in a situation like this. And that is the third defensive gaffe today by the Green Hornets. I'll tell you right now, Angelo, I'm looking at this game and I see this game should right now be 3-2 Green Hornets. But then you look at the way this game has been playing so far. You know, the open breakaways, Rosengard letting the puck slip by him. It all adds up, and right now, all those gaffes equals the Green Hornets being down 2 goals. When this is a game where they could easily be winning it right now. WK1 breaks away through all the Green Hornets, has an opportunity to make it 1 goal again, and Whitlock had the opportunity to finish, he couldn't. Oh my goodness. Can it get any more frustrating at this point for the Green Hornets when you have all these opportunities as well you can add to the mix? Real unfortunate, because now with 5:08 to go, you're down 2 goals, and now you really need to start moving the puck up and getting yourselves in the Grey Wolf zone as much as you can. Giacomin gets it past Berry, now over to Roberge, deflected off of Armstrong's skate. Here comes Draper looking to finish. Passes it back around over to Whitlock, firing the shot. This one backhands from WK1, and this one is back to a 1-goal game with 4:46 to go. And that is exactly what we were talking about, Andy, with these Green Hornets, that they just need to take advantage and capitalize on their offensive opportunities. Couldn't have said it any better. This is what's going to keep them alive in this game at this point. And you know, they're not done yet. They are still down, and the Grey Wolves still have a lead, so they have a lot of catching up to do within this latter part of the period. From Roberge, this one's back over to Whitlock. Bernice. Back over to Ivan, will fire the shot. Kicked away by Strader, but it went right back to Bernice. This one now over to Stadfeld, looking to set up the shot. And Mitch Starr looking to try to get this one out, but instead it's stopped by Roberge. Will fire the shot, this one bouncing forward, and Pullman will finally get this one away, and he'll have some room to work with. He'll move it up, but he is by himself, has Nader now to work with. And Pullman gets double teamed by the Green Hornets, and he's still alive with a puck. We'll have to skate out, we'll regroup. This one now back in the Green Hornet end. This one's over to Lussman, looking to set up to Armstrong. Now coming back around the other way is Guy Roberge. It is 3-on-2. Gets a nice pass over to Whitlock. Will fire the shot himself, and he ties the game right there. Are you kidding me? And just like that, the Green Hornets tie it with 3:40. And I don't know how Arnie Strader just let that shot go by him. Yeah, Arnie Strader all game today has been really on target. And then, of course, you see that shot, and it's like now as Grey Wolf fans, you're looking around saying, what just happened? So now I think it's safe to say, Andy, that both keepers have now had their fair shares of gaffes. And now we're back to a 5-all tied game. And now it's going to be up to whoever team can play a little bit more aggressive within the next 3.5 minutes to see if there's going to be a winner in regulation or if there's going to be a shootout. Puts the set back around over to Lusman, now over to Paganella looking for the firing shot. This one bounces around. Rosengard trying to hold on to it. And this one gets knocked out. Grey Wolves another opportunity here. Deflected away again from Washburn to Hyman. Back around over to Nader. Looking to set up to Paganella. Big opportunity here for Steve Paganella. Will fire the shot, kick knocked away by Rosengard. Giacomin looks to set up. Breaking away through Doug Draper, and he gets the puck. And he's got Omer Chiquan to work with too. It's 2-on-1. Paganella really trying to set up here. Deflected by Paganella. Omer Chiquan trying to take the shot himself. And this one's going to be saved by Arnie Strader. And if it wasn't for Steve Paganella doing the best he can to try to hold on to two defenders, that probably might have been the Green Hornets' first lead. And of course, this is exactly the reason why Steve Paganella has been one of the better defenders so far for this Grey Wolf team. He has been getting the job done right now for this defense, and you know, my hat's off to him. You know, he's playing like a true defender right now. And if it's not for the efforts of Paganella, the Green Hornets would be upping up this score a whole lot more than what it really is right now. 2:45 to go. Omer Chiquan and Hyman on the face-off. This one comes back around to Giacomin. This one comes around to Gorman. Gorman working off against Mark Berry. This one's going to get back over to Chiquan again. Working off of Hyman. Back over to Draper. Working off of Mark Berry. Still alive with the puck. Paganella looking to get this puck cleared out. Instead, it's back over to Chiquan. Taken away by Gorman. Puck now to Draper. Shot off and deflected by Brian Vick. Vick trying to hold on as much as he can. And this was going to be fired back the other way. Chiquan working to get the puck, but instead Paganella knocks this one out. This one now back over to Chiquan once more. And now looking to get cleared up by Paganella. Yes. Gets it past Steve Gorman. And now the Grey Wolves have an opportunity to change their line. 1:47 to go from Whitlock. Now it's off to Finley. And Finley will dump this one in the Grey Wolf end, and that will give the Green Hornets an opportunity to change their line. Now you got Armstrong and Kenny Pullman back there for the lineup for the Grey Wolves, so they're looking to capitalize here quickly. Now back over to Pullman. Will fire the shot. Bounces high. And referee saw something. Let's see what it is. It's not coming to mind, but I think there was something that happened, and I don't think it definitely wasn't offsides. And now I believe it's the Grey Wolves who will call a timeout here and see what they can do with the momentum they have right now with 1:23 to go. 5-on-5 situation hockey, tied at 5-all. Again, minute 23. What do you do at this point? Well, for the Grey Wolves, they have the capability. They've been in situations like this before, but at the same time, the Green Hornets have also had their fair share of situational plays like this. And again, it's ultimately going to be anyone's game. You know, who's going to come down? It's going to come down to the wire, Angelo, to see who's going to be the one taking home this win and the 2 points here. Minute 23, we'll take a little break ourselves. Don't go away, we'll be right back. This is Over 50 Hockey on the Pontella Broadcasting Network. We'll go back here, folks, to minute 23 in regulation. Andrew Hyman and Omer Chiquan on the face-off. This one's going to bounce backwards. Kenny Pullman will have to regroup. Finds a pass to Hyman. Looking to work around Finley. We'll have to pass this one back to Armstrong, but this one gets deflected now back to Pullman again. Taken away by Washburn. No, the play's still alive for the Grey Wolves, now taken away by Gorman. Now bounce it back around to Armstrong, and it's going to be taken away now by Marty Washburn. Finds Chiquan. Under a minute now, and now it's Chiquan and the Green Hornets' turn to try to make a play happen. Puck flips high. Looking to set up to Finley. This one now back over to Gorman, now to Washburn. Sets up to Jaquan, fires the shot, looking to finish through, bounces through, and it's in! Are you kidding me? For the Green Hornets, it just was tic-tac-toe bouncing around, and Jeff Stadfeld will get his first goal of the game with 43 seconds to go. And can you believe these Green Hornets right now? Unbelievable. And you're talking about a Grey Wolf team that, again, projected to do really well. And with the way these guys have been playing so far, and most of them being consistent of the Yellow Jacket team from last season, you know, you have this new set of team, and they're doing pretty well right now. And this is the reason why we have our preseason projections. And Rosengard knocks the lights out of Andrew Hyman. Not exactly sure where that came from. Armstrong trying to move up quickly. Gets it off to Jaquan, and this one's going to be fired back. 12 seconds to go. One more opportunity for the Grey Wolves. Up an empty net opportunity. Draper strips it away from Giacomin. 4 seconds to go. And that is how the first game is going to do it. An unbelievable come-from-behind win for this Green Hornet team. I don't believe this, Andy. Well, of course, you know, as you said before, Angelo, you know, sometimes anything can happen on any given Sunday. And the way these teams have been playing, how unbelievable is that? And for the Green Hornets, they will take the 2 points and a 1-0 record so far over what was projected to be what was supposed to be a Grey Wolves manslaughter on these Green Hornets. But I can't believe this, Andy. You know, come from behind 5-3. Grey Wolves looked like they had everything under control. But then, of course, a couple of quick shots and team communication here for the Green Hornets. We just might actually be seeing this squad having a good season so far. Well, we mustn't jump to any conclusions, you know. Again, this has been a problem for the Grey Wolves, is the come from behind situation. They will give themselves the opportunity they need to do what they do best, and that is to score a lot of goals. But this time, there just wasn't enough goals that was scored that could keep up from what has been a really good turnaround for these Green Hornets, and now it's a 1-0 record for them. Grey Wolves now dropping to 0-1 on the season. But then again, we've seen, you know, teams that finish in first place, they always lose their season opener, but then they'll turn things right around and then start playing lights out hockey. Well, this has been another production of the Pontello Broadcasting Network. Of course, we'd like to invite you all back for next week, and of course, stay tuned to our next season opener with the Yellow Jackets and the Red Army team, and we'll have more coming from you there. But what has been Rosengard gaffing up a few times, Grey Wolves had the lead there, and then suddenly the tides turn. Arnie Strader suddenly couldn't stop these simple shots that were coming off. You know, Finley just wound up for a slap shot, just a little too hot for Strader to handle. And then just Stadfeld's game-winning goal, courtesy of Tom Finley and Omer Chacoin and the rest of the Grey Wolf company, or correction, Green Hornet company, that did their job, and they played like a team here, and I don't think we expected anything to happen there. And of course, you know, with the absence of a few other Grey Wolf players, I think the Green Hornets had just about everybody they wanted out there on the ice. So we'll see how the rest of the season plays out here. Well, for Andy Townsend, this is Angelo Pontello saying so long, good night, and we hope everybody has a blessed evening. Take care, everyone.